What's up guys, my name is EricDoodleDandy here, and in today's video we're going to be counting down the top 5 changes that could come to Fortnite Battle Royale in Season 2. So let's get into it. Kicking out this list, number 5, we have permanent game modes. Now, don't get me wrong, I love squads, I love duos, and I love solo for Battle Royale. But when it comes to a challenge, you know, these 5 past game modes like 50v50, sneaky silencers, sniper shootout, and a highly explosive, and the shooting test, all of those were really great concepts. They just didn't stick around. And so what I would like is to have at least one permanent one to where, you know, you can take a break from the normal battle royale and go have fun on a different game mode. Next up on the list, guys, we have more weapon variety. Now, we already have quite a few different weapons inside battle royale, but just adding a little bit more would make the game a little bit more unique, and having, you know, a little different gameplay and a different vibe whenever you get down to the top 20, you know, top 15, because everyone's going to have different guns then. They're not all going to have scars and sniper rifles. Taking the number 3 spot, we actually have the concept of melee weapons. Now, if you look at the loading screen, 2 of the characters that you see as you're loading in actually have melee weapons in hand. And I know this concept is actually dealing with the Save the World mode, but at the same time, you can implement this into Battle Royale and actually have more weapon variety, which kind of ties back into number 4. So the idea is actually not something you start off with, but an upgrade that you can pick up to go to your pickaxe, or even just a weapon slot on your hotbar. And I know what you're thinking, melee weapons probably wouldn't be the best thing to use, especially in a game to where you actually have to build up and survive other people and you want to kind of pick them off at a range. But it's sneaking up behind people with the melee weapons would actually be a pretty nice factor that you can do. It would add a little bit more spice and a little bit more oomph to the game without actually breaking it. So taking the number 2 spot, we actually have 5-man squads. Now, this concept is the same as 4-man squads, only with 1 extra person on each team, or at least 1 extra slot on each team, because there's some people that solo queue. But regardless, this idea would actually create a little bit more oomph and different variety to the game, which is what all these changes I'm trying to talk about would actually implement. Because imagine if you had this small circle right here and there was 10 people left, but it was 2 5-man squads. That would just be so ridiculous and so hectic, and it would have so much chaos that it would make the game so much more fun. And finally, the number 1 biggest change I want to see in Season 2, the implementation of blue or higher things coming out of a chest. You can't tell me how many times I've opened a chest and I've got all white guns or all green stuff. And at the start, that's okay because any weapon is okay. But when you get down to the end of the game and you open a chest and you get a white burst or a white suppressed submachine gun and the guy's chasing you with a scar, you have no choice. You're going to die. I've talked about this several times in a live stream. I've talked about this several times with my friends. I hate opening chests and getting absolute shat on. It is ridiculous. Right here, burst white rifle, first chest, auto rifle, all white. Now, I know what you're thinking, that would actually break the game if like every chest had a blue or a purple or even, you know, a legendary gun. But just make the chest a little bit more rare. You know, make them actually worth going after. Make them to where it actually has a better reward than just sitting there and having literally nothing inside of them. But without a doubt, those are 5 changes I actually want to see inside Fortnite Battle Royale Season 2. Let me know if you agree. If you don't, feel free to leave your top 5 in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video.